All right, now up, Army West Point Black Knights. Second appearance in the Ratings Technology Independence Bowl, first since 1996. The 7th ranked team to ever appear in the Independence Bowl, and the first conference champion since 1980 to play in the Independence Bowl. With Army, we have head coach Jeff Monken, quarterback Bryson, and safety Max DiDomenico. Coach, we'll start with a statement, and then open up for questions.
Well, we are thrilled to be here thanks to the City of Shreveport, Ratings Technologies, and the Independence Bowl staff. We've been treated like kings here this week. It's been fantastic. And we just appreciate the opportunity to represent West Point, the Corps of Cadets, the long gray line of graduates, and our over 1 million men and women that serve in the United States Army. And it's just a privilege to be here and play a great team like Louisiana Tech. We know they're playing right here at home. I'm sure they're going to have a great crowd, and I know they'll be motivated to play just as our team is. That team and the 2 players that were up here with Coach Conf have had a really great season, and as it was mentioned, 3 overtime games and 5 games by 1 score or less. They got a terrific football team. It's going to be a tremendous challenge for us. And so, very athletic football team, big football team, fast football team we're going to face. And so we've been preparing as well as we can over the last couple of weeks with limited practices. Like Coach Conf said, there's a limited amount of time, and our guys were able to get a couple of practices in during our final exam week, and then we sent the guys home for a few days to be with their families just before Christmas. We reconvened here on Christmas Eve, and we were able to get a practice in on Christmas Day, and we'll get another one in this afternoon. So hopefully that's going to have us prepared to play our very best, and we know that we're going to need to. This is a great bowl game, a historic bowl game. I grew up a coach's kid, so I'm a football junkie, and I love watching college football and always have, and watch this game every year. And it's a game that just the incredible teams that have played in this game, and to join that line of teams and the history that West Point has. West Point came here in 1996 with Bob Sutton's team and played Auburn in a real shootout. It was a great football game, and hopefully we'll live up to that and make this one a great football game. I hope we've got a good enough football team to be able to be competitive and play with Louisiana Tech. And I know our guys are excited, and an opportunity to play one more time together. We've got a great brotherhood, and our guys too are very close and really enjoy playing this game together. It's been great to be here. It's been great for these guys to be able to spend some time together, and this is the last time for this team to be together like we are as a team. And so that at West Point, that's certainly very special to us. So thank you so much for the hospitality. We're thrilled to be here and excited for Saturday night.
This is for you, Coach Monken, and the players as well. Going into that Army-Navy game, you guys were still expecting to play Marshall in the Independence Bowl. What's kind of been the experience pivoting to prepare for Louisiana Tech since finding out what was going on?
Really, there wasn't much of a pivot for us. All of our preparation was for that game on December 14th. So we obviously had found out 1 week prior, or 6 days prior, that we were scheduled to play Marshall, but frankly didn't spend any time on Marshall that week. It was entirely dedicated to trying to win the Army-Navy game. So it wasn't until the day of the Army-Navy game that we found out that there was going to be a change in the opponent. And then it just really didn't affect us at all, other than on Sunday following the game, we went right back to work on getting prepared for this game and looking at Louisiana Tech.
And Coach, good to see you. Ken Kreitz with Camvets Media, White Plains, New York. Just 2 things, just for your preparation down here. And last Friday, you had a couple of players graduate and commission. Maybe you could mention what that means to you.
So the preparation here really has been pretty brief. Coming out of the Army-Navy game, we were able to practice on Tuesday. We did walkthrough on Wednesday, another practice on Thursday of last week. Really coming out of that game, our guys needed to prepare for final exams, which they had that week immediately following the game. And we were able to, I should say the players were able to navigate taking their final exams or T's, term-end exams as we call them, and then get some practices in. And at the end of the week, we had two of our firsties or senior players that graduated and commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army, Conf and Hamilton Baker. That's just a tremendous sense of pride for us to see those guys graduate and be commissioned. It's what they trained to do. It's what our guys ultimately are at West Point to do, and that's to grow as leaders of character and to commission as second lieutenants in the Army. And so it'll be great to see those guys in their uniforms, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the guys have to salute their teammates for the first time. So.
Just ask Max DiDomenico. It's been, followed you for a long time. It's been a long road. You've had a lot of accomplishments with this team in your football career. Maybe you could just mention some of your key highlights, and then also what you expect in your career as an officer in the Army.
Yeah, I love my time at West Point. I've met some great people. Some of my best friends are at West Point. So, I'm just looking forward to this game one last time with the senior class, one last time with everyone on the 2024 team. I'm looking forward to the Army. West Point, we call it the 47-month experience. Your number one goal when you get to Beast is to graduate and commission in the Army. So I'm looking forward to it. I branch field artillery, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm just looking forward to getting the Army and really leading soldiers.
And a question for Bryson, same thought. I think back to that day at UMass when you got in the game, you went on about a 70-yard touchdown run, and it's been a great career ever since. Maybe you could highlight that. Obviously, you're in the Heisman voting this year, and just maybe a couple of highlights, and then your thoughts on serving in infantry in the Army.
A lot like Max said. All my best friends are here. I've grown extremely close to the senior class. Just a great group of guys, and got to meet a lot of wonderful people. But football highlights. Obviously, this whole year has been awesome. As a senior class, we gave ourselves the opportunity to play 2 extra games, which is extremely special to us as seniors, getting to play our last season of football. So winning the conference championship was awesome. Winning the CIC last year. Those are all just big highlights that you look forward to, and Army provides that just because it's a place to play big time football. So that's been extremely special to us, and like Max said, I'm extremely excited for the next chapter, being an officer in the United States Army.
Thank you.
Since arriving in Shreveport, you guys have had the opportunity to get out in the community. On Christmas Day, you stopped by Holy Angels for a visit, and yesterday you guys stopped by the Northwestern Louisiana Veterans Home. Can you talk a little bit about what that experience has been like getting out in the community here?
Yeah, it was super special to go to Holy Angels and just be able to spend some time on Christmas Day with the people who were there. We didn't get to see our families, just like many of them didn't get to see their families. So it was cool to just kind of go out there as a team. I think 85 of us went, so it was super awesome to get the guys out there, put smiles on our faces, put smiles on their faces. And then we visited the VA home as an offense yesterday, and the defense went to the VA hospital. So just to see, heroes in our country, people who have served and kind of paved the way for us was super special. Put a smile on their face, put a smile on our face again. So it's been awesome. Team bonding, but really just see those people smile and make us smile has been super awesome.
Yeah, the Veterans Home yesterday, we went as an offense, like Max said. It was extremely rewarding. Just getting to talk to those people and all they've been through, and just the pride they have in the Army, in this country, and they just kept saying how extremely proud of us they are, which hearing that from them, these heroes, was extremely special and very rewarding. So I'm glad we got to do that as a team. 7
World War II veterans yesterday at the VA home, and 7 World War II veterans at the VA hospital, which is incredible. There's another 14 World War II veterans right here in Shreveport, and I'm told 600 across the state. So those are people we need to celebrate as Americans, and certainly in our community. So it was awesome. Our guys did a great job, and it was just an opportunity again for these guys to serve. It's what each of our players and each of our students is committed to, is a life of service. So anytime we have an opportunity to do that, our guys are genuinely and sincerely excited about it, and we were really excited to be there. It was as much of a reward for us as it was for anybody we had a chance to visit.
Hey, Coach Monken, Chris Commercial with KSLA East 12 here in Shreveport. Hey, from your experience in coaching, how tough is it entering a postseason bowl game having lost the prior contest?
It's just part of the game, and unfortunately, this isn't the first time we've gone into a bowl game having lost that game. Our seniors experienced that in 2021. We lost the Army-Navy game, unfortunately, and we were able to play a postseason game and finish the season with a win over Missouri in the Armed Forces Bowl. So, certainly we're going to strive to win and try to play our best football on Saturday night. We'd love for our guys to be able to finish this season with a victory, but it's a tall task to have to beat Louisiana Tech.
Hey guys, Roy Lang from the Advocate here in Shreveport. Bryson, we talked a little bit about it the other day, your Heisman experience. I know it's not an individual game, heck, everything you guys have been saying, it's not about individual now or in the future for you guys, but is there something that stands out, a funny text, or heck, I heard early in the process there was talk of getting a plane or a helicopter in case you had to go to New York, but something about the Heisman process that you'll never forget that stands out for you, Bryson?
Just people reaching out was probably the biggest thing. Got to talk to people like Matt Leinart, interviews like that. So that was extremely, extremely cool, and it was an honor just to be even mentioned with the great players that are up for the Heisman. But it's just a testament to, this team, this coaching staff, and all the people around me. But yeah, it was a very cool experience getting to have some of that media.
Coach Monken, Bryson, as you guys get ready to take on the Louisiana Tech, they have one of the better defensive units in the country. Is there anything you guys have to go over film or just trying to hammer down when you guys prepare to take on that Bulldogs defense?
Yeah, we've been preparing as much as we can. Watching film on them. But they're, like you said, a very good defense. Very physical, very tough. They've one of the top scoring defenses in the country. Yards per game, all that stuff. They've been really, really good this year. They've kept them in ball games, that defense has. So it's going to be a challenge for us, but we're really excited for the opportunity to play against this defense.
I'll echo that. They're very unique. They are salty. I mean, physical, play hard, tough, well coached, and a unique scheme. So as much as they talk about us having a unique offensive scheme, they are very unique defensively, and pose some particular and unique challenges for us. So a lot of times we go into football games as an offense, we have no idea what we're going to see from the opposing defense, because we are different and unique, and align differently and have different schemes. We often will see a defense that the opposing team hasn't played the entire year. So we don't know. I tried to ask Coach Cumbie what they're going to line up in, but it's a little bit unique that way for us on defense as well. They've got a brand new offensive coordinator, and so the offensive system that they've run this entire season, we don't know if it's going to be those plays or if it's going to be new plays under Coach Franklin, and so there's a lot of unknowns going into this game. So it makes it a real challenge for us to prepare in every phase.
This is for any or all of you guys. I'm sure I don't have to tell you, you've been playing. Army's been playing since 1890. Never had 12 victories in a season. What would that mean to be part of the group that does that for the first time?
You guys want to take that?
It's kind of our goal and our focus this week. Coach Monken has hit on it. Coming off the Navy loss, that's the biggest game of the year. It's tough for us. It's tough to recover from that. But we have a lot of things to look forward to. We're playing in the postseason, playing in a great bowl game, with a chance to go and win 12 games. So it'd be super special for our senior class, for our team, give them some momentum going into next year, and really help those guys excel. So it would be awesome to do that.
Yes, sir. Anytime you have a chance to make history, especially at a program like Army and West Point that has been playing for so long, has had so many great teams, great players, great coaches. Just being able to make history in a program like that, it's something we're really working towards as senior class, and just write our name in the history books. So any extra motivation you can find before games always helps, and that's definitely a motivating factor.
Anyone else?
This is for the players. Touching on your upcoming Army career and the veterans, having veterans here, they will appreciate this. Have you thought ahead about dream duty stations after you get out of your schools, infantry and artillery respectively?
I think for me, my number one is Italy. I think that would be just incredible, just an awesome opportunity. So anywhere in Europe, and then I think Colorado would be awesome as well.
Yeah, Europe would be awesome, but I'm a homebody. I'm from Texas, so I'm hoping to go down to Texas, Fort Cavazos now, formerly known as Fort Hood. But yeah, I think Texas would be really awesome. Anywhere in the South, get away from the cold for a little bit, but up there for too long. But yeah, it'll be special either way.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thank you guys, appreciate it.